You see, most people think that wealth starts when you're making money. That's far from the truth. Wealth starts the moment you stop consuming everything that you earn. Right now, I'm in a JW Marriott, a nice, luxurious hotel. But the truth is, luxury is just temporary without ownership. You think that the Marriott family just fell into luxury? No, they took the money that they made and created wealth. And we're going to give you the investment principles to turn the money that you earn into cash flowing wealth that then lasts for generations to come. Because it's not just with stocks, it's not just with real estate, it's a combination of both, but also having the IRS be your biggest business partner through the whole process. Before we get started, as always, like, subscribe, and share to our channel. In real life, I'm a certified financial planner on these social media airways, what is here to give information. And thank you guys. Thank you. We now have over 100,000 subscribers to our YouTube channel. We couldn't do it without you. Perfectly, let's get this thing to 250,000 and turn people from looking rich, being rich, to becoming wealthy with the information that we provide. Lego.
And you just wanna get paid, tired of making no money mistakes. Make a payment on your bills and you still late, yeah. Painful profits to help you seek change, and you just wanna get paid, yeah. Tired of making no money mistakes. Make a payment on your bills and you still late, painful profits to help you seek change, yeah. Cut the show and just listen. You wanna feel empowered by making money decisions. Residual by the hours can get you a better living. Been check to check, you knowing it could be different.
Now, some people, they spend money to look rich, but the wealthy, they look at things 10x. If I spend $1, how can I gain $10 to become wealthy? And that, my friends, is a whole mindset shift, but it starts with real estate. Here's why. Real estate is always going to be your biggest investment. Even though I'm a certified financial planner, even though we love clients to be in the stock market, and dollar for dollar, stocks will give you a larger return historically than real estate. We always need to start with real estate because we're able to buy things with leverage, with other people's money, and have the IRS help pay for it all. Hence here, we're in this great building, we're in this great hotel, looking over Buckhead. When this was built though, IRS helped fund it by doing a cost segregation study. Now your question is, what is that? So a cost segregation study allows you to buy a property, if it's residential, and instead of depreciating the property over 27 years, if it's a $500,000 property, instead of getting up to $500,000 in tax deductions over 27 years, we're able to do it over 5 years if it's a residential property. Now, we don't get to write off all $500,000. It might be 70%, it might be 80%. But on a $500,000 residential building, I get to write off $400,000 in 5 years? My friends, that's $80,000 a year where the IRS is helping us scale. You think that'll be good for your pocketbook or bad? Is it just me, or is that you're working hard, but you're not seeing the financial results that you want? We're clocking in, we're clocking out, we have the income, we're making the money, but our wealth is not growing like we want it to. Well, my friends, it's not your fault. You know why? Because we're never taught how money works. We're taught how to spend it, but we're not taught how to leverage the money that we're making right now to build wealth. Now, wealth, it comes in all different shapes and sizes. The question is, how much wealth do you want for you and your family? But the best part about it is help us on the way. Join us during our 5-day mentorship, where you learn how to structure your money, reduce your tax liability, increase your net worth, and build wealth. We'll show you how to go from a wealth builder to a wealth strategist to a wealth creator, and leaving that long-lasting legacy to your family. Click the link below and join us on our 5-day mentorship, where we'll help you accelerate your wealth. Now back to the episode. Now that's just on the residential side. If you have a commercial building, let's say $500,000, because of the tax code, you get to write off everything in the first year. So that's $500,000 purchase. That's going to be a $500,000 tax deduction year one. That, my friends, is why a cost segregation study is so important. That, my friends, is one of the reasons why real estate allows you to scale and transform your finances a lot quicker. But two of the reasons why we do real estate is because we're able to use other people's money, AKA the banks and different financial institutions. So the reason why we don't like to have you put your money in the stock market first is because if I want to put $100,000 into a stock, I have to spend $100,000. But if I want to buy a $100,000 property, then I can use the banks to pay for all, if not most of that. So now the money that I'm making is not out of my pocket, it's money that's made out of the bank's pocket. Reason number 3 is all about psychology. You see, we love stocks, but stocks we can't touch, we can't feel. We can look at it through our phone. We can look at it on our Truist app if you use our investment firm, Tomas Financial, because tithe, often alms means stewardship, but we can't touch it. But psychologically speaking, if we see something that's tangible that we can touch, we can walk in the yard, we can see it grow, we can see it from a modeling standpoint, it makes us feel some type of way. And as we're making that money, it feels more real because we actually went through the process psychology. So that's why we first want to start with real estate. Now, that's not the end all be all, because now we have cash flow. And that leads us to how we go from real estate into stocks to start now accumulating our wealth. Our wealth is starting to be built with our real estate, but now it's accumulation. This is how we scale. Because historically speaking, past performance does not guarantee future results, but yes, the stock market does better historically than real estate. So now our renters are paying us on a month-to-month basis, right? Here in this great hotel, everybody that checks in and checks out is paying on a month-to-month basis. That's cash flow. And the cash flow that we're getting is paying the mortgage and then some. Well, that then some money, that should be not spent because, again, we want to be like the wealthy, not look wealthy. The people that are living paycheck to paycheck or make the illusion like they're wealthy, they're spending the money. The rich, the wealthy, and the elite, they're reinvesting it. And that's, my friends, how we go into stocks. Because the cash flow that we're making, we then put that into the stock market. It's ways to be strategic in the stock market. Don't just put it into a single brokerage account or a joint brokerage account. Open up a SEP IRA through your business or open up an owner 401k through your business. Because with the owner 401k, the money that you put in, it's a tax deduction. So the IRS gave you a huge tax deduction for buying that building. They're going to give you another huge tax deduction because you're investing in your retirement plan through your company. So now we could do those day trading. We don't recommend you do day trading with all your money, no more than 10% in my humble opinion. But now if we want to do day trading or swing trading, we're not getting smacked over the head with capital gains, we can do that inside of our SEP IRA or our owner 401k. Are you like the 83% of Americans who want to get a trust, who want to get a will, want to get a power of attorney, but you don't have one? Well, you are not alone because 22% of Americans have one. That means 1 out of every 4 families have a trust, a will, and a power of attorney. Which bracket are you in? 1 out of 4 or 3 out of 4? It's okay because we have the Relax Estate, a fully automated AI platform that allows you to create a trust, a will, and a power of attorney all at the fingertips. And if you are an insurance agent, tax professional, financial advisor, notary, or in any business profession, you can even white label this to your clients. You grow your business, you help your clients, everybody wins. Visit our website, www.therelaxestate.com. Right here, therelaxestate.com, and you can create a trust for your family, or if you're a business owner, want to use it to scale your business and help your clients, you can do that as well. Now back to this wonderful episode. With a SEP IRA, we can do up to $65,000 a year. But with the owner 401k, we can have up to $355,000 a year, even if not more, because we use it as a pension. So as we put the money in, it's tax deferred. Let's say our business makes $200,000 and we put $50,000 in the SEP IRA. We're not taxed on $200,000, we're taxed on $150,000, but the money's growing. If we do an owner 401k and we make $1 million and we put in $200,000 in that owner 401k, we're not taxed on $1 million, we're taxed on $800,000, and the money is still growing. So now this allows us to buy stocks. This allows us to look long term. This is how we build wealth from a real estate standpoint, but then how we scale and accelerate our wealth through stocks. So it's not like a one or the other, right? It's not like the North or the South. It's not like Ohio State and Michigan. OHIO, go Bucks. But this strategically together as a partnership allows us to have the IRS help us on 2 fronts. They helped us because we did a cost segregation study and got all those write-offs very, very quickly. And then also going forward, as we put money into our investment account through our business, then we continue to get the write-off. And the money's going tax deferred. But my friends, then we use OPM to do more scaling. It just doesn't stop with stocks. Because as the appreciation of the price goes up with our real estate, guess what we get to do? We get to refinance it. We get to use tools like a DSCR loan, or we can do a line of credit through our business. Those things now allows us to receive money, and since it's a loan, we don't pay taxes. Now you might be thinking, I don't want to do that. I don't want to pay interest. Well, first off, the interest is a tax deduction. But second off, is interest stopping you from gaining wealth? If I have the opportunity to get a $100,000 loan to buy another property that's going to make me $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year cash flow, I'm going to stop because I got to pay a couple $1,000s of interest every year that I get as a tax deduction? I'm going to stop my stock portfolio from possibly going from 100,000 to now 600,000 over the next few years because I'm putting more money in, because I'm scaling it and getting a tax deduction because of a couple $1,000s of interest? Don't look at the interest. The interest is a hindrance. We don't want to be hindered. And that's when it goes back to mindset. From an investment standpoint, we call this paralysis by analysis. You analyze all the things that can happen that will deter your outcome instead of looking at yourself in the outcome. You want to visualize what will life be like when you have those tax deductions. What will life be like when you have more money in your pocket? What will life be like because you now have more money in your business where you can hire another person or a virtual assistant or have AI help run your business so you can spend more time with your family? What is life like because you now have more money in your business with the cash flow you're getting? You could take a longer vacation. What is life like when you're able to retire your spouse? What is life like when you're able to have your children go from public school to private school? What is your life like when you're able to make just a big old purchase like buying your spouse a diamond ring? Every time we do a real estate deal, I buy my wife something because I want to visualize in my head, but also see in reality what life looks like because we are creating wealth. Now, I'm not saying don't spend because the wealthy spend, but they spend on assets, right? So when I buy my wife something, it's asset related that's going to appreciate. Buy a watch, it's going to appreciate. Buy a diamond ring, it's going to appreciate. Nothing bust down, nothing crazy, but things that's going to appreciate. If we look at it that way, if I spend money, how is it going to grow? We're going to then be operating like the wealthy because we're not consuming the money that we earn. We're turning the money that we earn into wealth. So that, my friends, is how we use real estate and stocks together. Because the wealthy, the rich, and the elite, they make money. Yes. And they started somewhere like you. But the difference is they turn that money that they earn into wealth. Join us in our school community as we have modules, classes, courses to go from a taxpayer to a wealth builder. How to use our cliff, dip, bear strategy to do better with your investments. How to acquire businesses and how to use your retirement plan to grow and not pay taxes. What? I can have a retirement plan grow and not pay taxes? Yes, your IRA or even your 401k at your employer. This and other things we focus on in our school community, the Relax Investor. And guess what? You get 7 days, free access, and you get our weekly coaching calls every Wednesday. You and hundreds of people ask questions to 6, 7, 8, and even 9-figure business owners that tell you how they created their business, how they run their business, and how their finances is as smooth as it can be. So click the link below and join us in our Relax Investor Academy to help you scale your finances. You have the blueprint. You have the steps. Start with real estate, refinance, pull out the cash, get all those tax deductions, and then get into the stock market. We do that easy flow. 1 year, 3 years, 5 years from now, how you see yourself is going to be reality. The one question is, when are you going to take your first step? You're going to take your first step now, or you're going to wait 3 months? If you wait 3 months, you're really waiting now to the end of the year, and now 2027 has happened, and you look back at 2026 like, man, I wish I would have. Let's get out that mindset. Let's go from the I'm going to do something to I'm doing it. Let's go from the I wish I would have to I'm going through it right now. Because with an experience, you never know if it's going to be successful or not successful unless you go through the process. So take that first step. Let's become financially free. Take that first step to be able to leave work where you want to. Take that first step to be able to start that business where you want to. Take that first step to get your first renter and bring in rental income. Take that first step to have your SEP IRA grow. Take that first step to do day trading like you want. Don't have to worry about paying taxes because it's inside of your SEP IRA or your traditional 401k. Into your SEP IRA or your owner 401k. Take that first step, being able to vacation when you want to and not have to worry about the repercussions financially. And when we do vacation, because we have your business structured properly now, it's not a vacation, it's an international business meeting, which means it's a tax deduction. And yes, the IRS helps you pay for it all. For more wealth building tips like this, you click the link below. You can hire us, the Certified Financial Planner. We've helped thousands of families over the years, 19 years in the business. I know I look young. We've helped thousands of families go get their first real estate deal, have the IRS help pay for it all, buy real estate with no money out their pocket, and then use that to go into the stock market and create wealth. If that's you and you want to take that first step, click the link below. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to join Atlanta. I'm here doing mentorship. I'm paying somebody to help me grow my business, and the IRS helps pay for that as well. Only in America, but the wealthy use the tax code to build wealth. Let's start being wealthy together. Like, subscribe, share. Again, you guys, thank you so much. I'm at over 100,000 subscribers. I could not do it without you. Let's make some painful profits together, y'all. Peace.